Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Terraria Journey Mode. In the last episode, we were exploring the underworld. Well, it went pretty well. Can't complain too much. But I'm currently in the desert because we need to fish here for the fish of the day, and luckily it just started raining. So that's kind of nice, actually. But yeah, so today we are going to not continue on into hard mode. Not quite yet. We're going to do some other stuff, but one thing I did want to mention is that we need to summon something. Where's Imp? There we go. That'll work. Something I did want to mention is I was mistaken on the power of crates in this version of the game. It's not nearly as powerful as it used to be. So they changed how crates work from fishing, and specifically they added a hard mode version of all of the not hard mode version ones. So we cannot get hard mode ores from fishing if we open non-hard mode crates in hard mode, if that makes sense. Basically, there used to be a way where you could just collect a bunch of crates from fishing in this mode, the normal mode, and then when you beat the wall of flesh and went to hard mode, you can open those crates. That's what I was looking for. That's the scarab fish. Now we can't get another one until we research that one. But what you could use to be able to do is basically you could collect all the crates in easy mode and then open them all when hard mode started and not have to go break any altars. That is no longer the case. You have to get the hard mode variant of the crates, so it's a little bit more difficult, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Journey mode is relatively easy, and there is the other fish we needed. So let's go ahead and research that, and then we can get the scarab fish that we need for today's quest. So I'm going to start trying to do the quest a little bit more often. Probably not every episode, and I might do some off camera. That gave us various things. So today, the first thing I want to do is I want to start making some potions. We're going to be making all of the potions we need so that we can get access to... Actually, before we do anything else, let's see. Let's restock anything so that we can see what we can get. Rock lobster. That is a new thing. Flounders we can research. And then that is done. We'll put those away. We're going to need a lot more cactus, unfortunately. And more crates. So we'll put most of the stuff away. The rock lobsters, apprentice bait, we only have one of. So no big deal. And then sand. I grabbed some sand at some point. So we should be able to do that. And my money went away. That's it. We also need to put the cactus away. We need to get a lot of cactus. That is something else that's kind of on the list of things to grab. But yeah, so first thing I want to do is I want to start making some more potions so that we can start using them. So we are going to need 20 of these potions. And there's that one. Night owl potions. Doesn't look like I have any of those, so we're going to get... What'd I run out of? I think I ran out of day blooms, which we already have all that we could ever want, so we can just grab another stack of those. Let's wait on grabbing any more. Alright, so night owl potions. Let's see, there is the 20 of those. Now, what other potions can we make? Obsidian skin we're not going to make, though. And why can we not make iron skin. I just had the recipe for it. Iron skin requires... Oh, it requires lead. Oh, okay. Not tungsten. Lead. So we're going to need to grab some more lead. That is not a problem. Alright, so now we can make iron skin potions. These are really useful. And anything else? Currently, no, not really. So we'll put some of these potions back. And then I guess let's go ahead and research regeneration. Oh, we already have the night owl potions researched. I should have looked at that before I made them. Okay. So all this stuff can go back in here. And the swiftness potions, unfortunately, we don't have space for them. Oh, yes we do. Alright, cool. So, what are we going to do today? Well, first thing I want to do today is we are going to head out to the really far away place known as the other side of the map. Doesn't matter which side, we're just going to head, I guess, jungle side, because why not? And what we're going to be doing out there is looking for some goblins. So there's two things I'd like to do before we enter hard mode, and that is I want to take on the goblins, and I want to take on the old one's army. Those are two kind of mini events that shouldn't be too bad for us to handle. We have good weapons, we have good armor, we have good everything, so it shouldn't be too bad to do anything with. We could also explore the underground desert if we wanted to, but I think we're going to wait on that. Antlion mandibles, that's new. But yeah, so I want to try to find goblins. Goblins have a chance to spawn. So there's a couple different ways for goblins to spawn. First of all, they can't be a random event every day. Since we haven't got any goblins, I'm actually really surprised. You know, I actually wonder. Personal power, infection spread, enemy difficulty. Oh, we could actually put this on different difficulties, which we might look into doing later. Speed slider, time frozen, weather. Some of this stuff we will probably use. Enemy spawns, God mode. Yeah, we're not going to let the infection stuff spread or anything like that. So it doesn't look like there's an easy way for us to summon the goblins in, but there is a way if we can find some goblins. So what we can do, what we might actually do is, when we get over here to the edge of the map, what we might want to do is just up the difficulty with the enemies and see what we can get. So knowing that we can get into master mode and all that kind of stuff, expert mode and master mode, we can probably try to get all the items. We'll see. I don't know what we're going to do with that or not. I kind of forgot that there was a difficulty slider. I've just been playing on easy mode because, well, sometimes it's kind of nice. It's nice to have a little bit of a break from expert mode and what master mode will bring, which is much more difficult. And we will do a vanilla master mode playthrough eventually. Probably going to wait. Main thing I'm kind of waiting on with that is just waiting to get to the point where I want to get back to our expert mode playthrough and finish that. So it's mostly just a, you know, I don't think we have, nope, we don't have all these, so let's grab some of these. So it's mostly just a thing of once I feel like getting back to the expert mode playthrough and beat Moonlord, because that's really all we have to do, and go from there. So nothing too major. Oops. Hitting the wrong button. I was trying to hit tab, I was hitting tilde. That does not work. Alright, so we're at the ocean. And we could use battle potions. Hey, that was a goblin. Tattercloth. We're going to need a lot of those if we want to duplicate them. But, let's go ahead and spawn in a candle. Or 99, I guess. Oh, hey, the King Slime. Where's he at? He's over there. Alright, King Slime is easy enough. Oh, I was like, wait, we already killed him? No. Let's see, what do we want to use? Let's make some rain clouds. And I guess... I guess let's use mace. King Slime's not going to hurt us, like, at all. So, it's whatever. There we go. Looks like we got the ninja shirt, which we haven't had, the solidifier. Have we actually even beat the King Slime yet? I don't know that we have. Let's get the slime hook, ninja shirt, and solidifier. Okay, cool. And it looks like we killed another goblin at some point as well. So, let's get a platform. And a water candle. And then we could also always use our Dark Lance, which is 30 melee damage. It's just a long spear. Nothing much to say about it. But what we're trying to do is get the goblins to spawn. If we can get the goblins to spawn, that would be amazing. Let's make a workbench. And I actually don't remember what the goblin battle standard actually requires. But if we just kind of hang around here for a little bit, what we could also do is up the spawn rates, and that is something I might actually do. Wow, he exploded. So we're just gonna stay here for a minute and let things do. And you know what? How do I want to do this? I wish I had some. I wish I would have been smart enough to bring a potion, a battle potion. Yeah, I'll tell you guys what. Let's do this. I am going to head back to base. I'm going to grab a battle potion. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to kind of sit and try to farm up some goblins. And if any goblins spawn in, I'll bring you guys back in. But otherwise, I will bring you guys back in once we have the tattered cloth. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and I made the battle potions and got those all, well, duplicatable, and we're ready to, well, start duplicating tattered cloths. Now, that means that we can get a ton of the tattered cloths from the goblins, and it didn't take too long. So we get a whole stack of them. And right here we should be able to craft the... Oh, do I need a special thing for it? I probably do. Alright, let's head home. So yeah, I've gotten a couple of the things while I was waiting and whatnot. Mr. Guide, how do I get the goblins to show up? Yes, it requires the loom. So we're gonna need a loom. Which... Did we ever get a loom or make one? Yes, I did. Oh my gosh, I do not need 99 of these. Alright, let's just take one. And for the time being, we're just going to put it right out here. And let's go ahead and make a goblin battle standard. In fact, let's make 4. And then we will go ahead and research the 3. So now we can summon the goblins whenever we want. I also went ahead and got a bunch of cacti. We're getting close on the cactuses and the vile shrooms. Also have some ores that we have to deal with and a lot of things to do. Anyways, Goblin Army is approaching from the east. Now, Goblin Army always comes to where you are, and we're probably going to want to get rid of some of the stuff. You know what? It's going to take a little bit before they get here, but let's sell that. Sell that. And most of the stuff we can just go ahead and sell, because I don't really care about it. We will use the Iron Skin Potion just for the fun of it. Not that we really need to, but it might be helpful. Anyways, before the goblins get here, let's go ahead and quick stack our money and make sure everything looks good. Alright, so the goblins are coming, and the goblins can drop a handful of things, and they're here. Alright, so there's a few different types of goblins, but most of them should die pretty quickly. There are the warriors, which looks like they have new stuff. Mages, there's archers, and there's peons, and thieves. So, lots of things. But, for the most part, these guys are relatively easy. We just have to kill enough of them so that they stop spawning. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Sorcerers, that's what they're called. Yeah, we probably won't be taking much damage, if any. I mean, let's run into one and see. Yeah, they're doing 1 damage. We have very high defense, and they're not very strong. We're supposed to get them fairly soon after the meteorites. I believe is when you can start getting them. And we just never did. I don't understand why, but whatever. Let's just go kill a bunch of these guys again. And at some point we will clear enough of them. We're already 2/3 of the way done. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward and easy. Now in hard mode there is another goblin that will spawn. That we'll want to fight because they drop a couple of things that are unique. But other than that, there's not much to say about these guys. I think this is what's preventing the Goblin Tinkerer from spawning in as well. So we'll finally get him, which is about time. He's super duper important, especially for getting... Oh my gosh, please, close here. Don't die. He's very important, especially for getting... Okay, goblins are defeated. He's very important, especially for doing things with accessories. We can duplicate accessories and whatnot, so it's pretty useful to have him. Anyways, plus he can reforge all of our gear. So all we really got from that wooden door... Did they break one of my doors? They did! How dare they? Or maybe I did. I don't even know. Anyways. We are going to deposit all. And we can put the spiky balls in there. And now we can duplicate those. For the time being, let's go ahead and sell those. We're going to buy an Eternal Crystal and a stand. Let's actually buy 3 of these. And we're going to duplicate those. So this is what we need for the Old Ones Army. And the Old Ones Army is a little bit different. So, Eternia, we're going to want one of those and one of those for right now. So let's sell those. Oh boy, that's a way to make money. Alright, and before we do anything else, Bobby, do you have a new quest? Spiderfish. Have we already gotten the spiderfish? Let's just see. Nope. Okay. Do we want to do that real quick? Is there a underground water? Yeah, not too bad. let's go ahead and go fish, and we can talk about the Old One's army. So the gimmick with the Old One's army is that you cannot build. Whatever you build before the Old One army is summoned, it is a more tower defense. It's based off of another game, which I will be honest, I cannot remember for the life of me right now. I don't remember what the thing is, but it's based on another game that's a tower defense game, and so it acts like a tower defense event. It's kind of cool, not gonna lie, but it does require a little bit of planning and prep, and it is somewhat difficult, especially the early game, because we're not going to have access to a couple of things. Alright, there is the pond that I was looking for. So let's go ahead and get the fish. And hopefully we can get the spider fish fairly quickly and be on our way. So the Old One's army is so there's one. The Old One's army is a tower defense style thing where we're going to have to fight waves of enemies from two different directions. And it's usually best if you kind of make sure everything is nice and flat and easy to deal with. But we're not going to do that on the first try. I just want to get some stuff, and I want to see kind of what kind of levels we need. I'll explain that soon enough. One of the big things with the event is these Terraria crystals, journeyman bait, and fishing potions. Cool. So let's go ahead and stack that. I guess let's just research the fish, and I'm going to put this stuff in here for now and have a banner. Why not? So where are we going to want to put this? I guess over this way. And we're probably going to want a couple of... We are going to do a little bit of prep, but not much. All we're going to do is get some campfires. 5 should be more than enough. And I want things that are more piercing than anything, and I think we're going to do this. Okay, so this looks like a halfway decent place to put this. So we put down the stand, and as soon as we put the crystal down, it's going to start the event. Now, the event is pretty easy. We just have to protect the crystal for as long as possible. That's it. And that's all there is to it. We protect the crystal from waves of monsters that are coming to destroy it. And the problem is some of the monsters can kind of phase through the world. And we're going to be taking use of the Crimson Rod quite a bit. So, Old One's army is approaching. Let's see. Where are the portals? There's the first portal. We're just going to take care of these guys. And the other one is here. So they don't like... I don't like where the portals are. That's something that we'll kind of plan out later. But it's not that big of a deal right now. I guess we'll use the yo-yo. And they're dropping mana, which we can't use right now. And we also have a status effect of Creative Shock. We lost the power of creation, basically meaning we can't place any blocks. So... yeah, this should be fairly easy at the start. The great things is the mana, which is useful for some of the weapons that we can get from this. But what we're actually after is what this will drop at a certain point. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, first wave is pretty easy. We have a little bit of time before the second wave. And I am going to need to make some sort of a arena for this. because this is not going to be fun otherwise, especially on the later levels. But for just trying it out for today, I don't think it's a problem. So we have more goblins and bombers. So let's just put those there. That should stop most of the things. I think this one is actually farther away. But there are 3 different phases to the Old One's army. This is, I believe, the earliest. It's the easiest one as well. And then as you kind of progress in the game, I believe Wall of Flesh is the second progression. And then the Golem is the third. With how quickly I can kill these guys, though, we should be good enough to just not worry about putting anything down. Just kind of hanging out near here. And maybe we'll do something like this and this. And eventually we'll get more stuff. So, we haven't get... Oh. So I didn't realize the mana is actually items while we're playing. But Wave 3 has more stuff. Let's actually put this like here. We have some javelin throwers, which range, not going to be the best of things to deal with, but we'll just do whatever we can. That's all we can really say. All I can really say and do. This is going to be easy, and we are basically ready to go into hard mode, so it's not going to be that bad. But we do need to be careful. There we go. First bit of damage. The crystal can take some damage, but obviously there's some things that will just do a ton of damage to it. And it'll die pretty quickly if too many things start attacking it. It's not that strong. But we need to get our first few bits of... well, you'll see soon enough. There's a special form of currency. There's the first ones. And that's what we want. And we want to collect enough of these. We're probably going to need 999 to duplicate. Defender medals. No, 50. Really? Alright, so once we get 50, we can get everything we want from the Tavern Keeper. So the Tavern Keeper sells different things. And we'll get these Defender medals as we go. Some of them will probably go ahead and spend pretty early. But just to get a little bit of help. So now we have to deal with the wyverns, and they are awful. So the wyverns fly and will kill the crystal very quickly. Because they kind of... Yeah, there's one. They're awful. But just kill enough of those guys. Make sure there's no wyverns over here. I want to say this is like Dungeon Defender 2 is what this event is based off of. The game that I couldn't remember the name of. But I could be wrong on that. I'm not entirely sure. So luckily this is pretty easy for now. We might actually be able to get through all the rounds. There is another wave completed. We just clean up the stragglers. Grab another medal. And obviously, when we get to higher tiers of the waves and whatnot, we'll have more medals that we'll get. But 2 for the time being is not that bad. We want to get enough to get a couple of things. If we can get just one weapon that uses the mana, that will be good enough. And it looks like we have the Dark Mage. So that is the boss. That means that this is the last wave in this version. I've never actually fought the final boss in this. Just because, well, honestly, I just never did. Alright, let's just get through all this stuff. I wish there weren't so many wyverns. And Dark Mage is on the other side. How is our crystal doing? Not very good. Starting to get hurt. But there's the Dark Mage. Let's just shoot plenty of things, and I'm just gonna ignore everything. So I think we did it. Old army was defeated, and we got 3 more medals. We also got a war table, and a Dark Mage mask, and a Gato egg, which summons a... Oh, I have to take off the harpy. Wait. Why is... Let's get rid of the harpy for a minute, and we can get a little cat. So we'll duplicate those things, and go from there. But that is going to be it for today's episode. So next time, I think what we can finally do is start looking into getting into hard mode. So I might do a little bit more gathering of stuff and whatnot, but I think for the most part we're ready to start hard mode. I do want to see... We have some empty houses. I'm going to see... I can't remember how to get the Goblin Tinkerer. I want to get him before we go into hard mode. So we might do that next time and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!